Hi, I'm Aaron McDonald, and today we're going to have a chat to you guys about the cloud, what it means to us, and potentially what it could mean to your business. We're going to cover off with you the hype around the cloud, what that means, how we can start to deliver old things in new ways, when the cloud is right for you, getting the right mix of cloud and non-cloud, and how to manage complexity around those solutions. But ultimately, it's about staying focused on the business outcomes and what you're trying to achieve. Cloud is definitely seen as an enabler for IT departments and businesses to start looking at doing things in new ways. There's no doubt that the economic recession has put a lot of pressure on people to do that. We can't simply keep going the way that we've been going. The lines between SaaS, virtualization, managed hosting are blurry at best, and these are kind of technologies that are used around the cloud. What we're hearing from our IT managers and CXOs are, what's the detail behind that? Where are the real benefits? How can this be practically applied to our business? There are a few myths out there around the cloud. We're hearing some of these from our clients and commentators in the media, and some of those things are like it's revolutionary technology, there'll be this big massive switch, everyone's going to suddenly go to cloud, and that everyone's doing it. Well, it's probably not entirely true. What we're seeing is that people are taking a practical approach and seeing where it makes sense for their business and the situation they're in at that time. We're getting examples where customers are needing a large scalable resource for a short period of time. Say, for example, something like the Rugby World Cup. We've got lots of resources needed, kind of ramps up over time. Cloud makes a nice natural fit for that. But we're also having customers who are saying, well, I'm losing some differentiation from being in the cloud, and they're bringing stuff back inside their own IT environment so they get more control over it, but doing it in a new way, using virtual servers and those kind of technologies. So the cloud today is primarily about doing old things in new ways. For example, infrastructure as a service allows you to procure, deploy and manage ICT assets in a way that was different to the way that you did it before. But if you lift the bonnet on that, infrastructure as a service is virtualization, it's web hosting, it's broadband connectivity. These aren't new technologies. They're just being packaged in a leveraged way that gives you better value for money, that you can use the assets when you need them. The cloud service and cloud model allows the business and the business units in particular to go out and look at getting their own IT capability without involving the IT department. And that might be seen as a benefit to some businesses, but there's inherent risks with that as well. An example of where that might occur could be, for example, your sales team go and procure a web-based CRM system, and your marketing team go and procure some customer analytics capability. They both use those tools independently, and then over time they realise that there's important information in analytics that they need to get into the sales tool. Well, who does that integration? Is it possible? These are kind of questions that are going to pop up in the future where there's this potential for IT sprawl to occur. We've seen from customers that about 8% of the total cost of an IT asset over its lifetime is the upfront purchase. And that's kind of where all the focus is on cloud stuff, is reducing that upfront purchase. But all the ongoing support and integration and where it fits in with the rest of their business is the other 92%. And that's kind of where the IT department adds value. What we want to do for our customers is get them to a point where they can educate their business. Their IT teams are empowered to go and have conversations about what's right, where it fits, what's the overall strategy, what are the outcomes they're trying to achieve in a way that produces those outcomes in a cost-effective manner over time. With all the options out there, we feel it's really important to look at what's the right mix of cloud in your environment. Where does it make sense to use it? We're hearing from international experience and analysts and what's going over in more developed markets that about 30% of IT infrastructure and services could be in the cloud in the next 5 years. That leaves about 70% that isn't. And the reason we think that is because businesses are increasingly using IT as a way to differentiate themselves to their customers. And the cloud is a very universal and standardized platform by and large. And if everyone is using that same platform in the same way, then there's a lack of availability of differentiation for customers. So we feel that in the future, customers will look at services and see where they are real business differentiators, and those are the kinds of things that they might keep a little bit closer to their chest. But things that are common across all customers, say your desktop environment or your mail environment, those things can be easily put into the cloud because it doesn't provide differentiation to you. What we want to talk to you now about is what we're doing in developing our private cloud capability and how that can be used in your business going forward. So the first thing we're going to talk to you today about is connectivity to the cloud. It's really important because cloud services are delivered remotely and you access them from a location that's not where the infrastructure is stored. We think that Gen-I WAN service and Gen-I Internet services are going to provide customers with robust, efficient, scalable bandwidth to access those cloud solutions. And that's kind of the foundation, because your cloud services are only as good as your connection to them. You need to be with a partner who's had experience in delivering robust enterprise-grade connectivity to businesses, and that's what we do. So once we've got you connected to the network, we can hook you into our infrastructure as a service capability, which will provide virtual servers, storage, and desktops, and that can be deployed in on-demand, flexible, agile manner. The really important thing about these services and the way that we've designed them is that they'll appear as an IT asset in your environment. It allows you to treat those things as you would an on-premise equipment, but with all the benefits of the cloud included. So with that enterprise-grade connectivity and those virtual assets within the cloud, it's important to have visibility of what's going on within your environment. And we've got the Gen-I Enterprise Management Service, which allows you to see end-to-end what's happening with your applications, your servers, whether they're virtual servers in the cloud or on-premise servers, the connectivity, and then the applications that your businesses use. So with all this core foundation enterprise-grade capability sitting at the bottom layers, what's really important is how you use those things in your business. So that's the applications and services that you provide to your users and to your customers. That's where we can help as well. We've got a range of standardized cloud-based applications that we can support and help integrate with your business. And we can offer consulting services around how to integrate your existing applications in that environment, or which new ones are on the market might make sense for you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about us enabling you to deliver business value through ICT. Ultimately, no one knows your business better than you do. And what we want to do is offer you the opportunity to have us come in, sit down, work through those options, challenge us to help you find what's right for you in the cloud, to understand where it fits into your business and how you can make the best use of it.